Hi, it's Neale here. In this video, I want to touch on a subject which I know is going to be really controversial, and there are some people who are really not going to like this video because of their beliefs about being an empath. In popular culture and online communities, the term empath has gained a lot of significant traction over the last 20-30 years, describing individuals who claim to possess a unique ability to feel and understand the emotions of others. However, despite the growing interest in this concept, there is no scientific evidence to support the existence of empaths as individuals with distinct and extraordinary ability. In reality, the idea of an empath is rooted more in science fiction and folklore than in any legitimate scientific basis. So in this video, I want to explore why the term empath is not an actual physical ability, but instead a product of imagination, and why individuals who identify as empaths may be misattributing their feelings. The concept of empaths first emerged in science fiction literature in the 1950s and then onto television series like Star Trek and movies. In science fiction stories, empaths are portrayed as characters with the extraordinary ability to sense and experience the emotions of others. However, it's crucial to recognize that science fiction is precisely that, fiction. The genre often relies on imaginative and fantastical elements that are not grounded in any real-world scientific principles. While human beings possess an inherent capacity for empathy, which enables us to understand and share the feelings of others to a certain extent, the idea of being an empath in the science fiction sense remains unsubstantiated by empirical evidence. The field of psychology, for instance, acknowledges the existence of empathy, a natural trait that allows individuals to connect emotionally with others. However, this is vastly different from the fictional portrayal of empaths who can deeply and supernaturally experience the emotions of others. If someone were genuinely able to feel the feelings of others to the extent suggested by the term empath, it would imply the presence of psychic abilities. Claims of psychic phenomena, including telepathy and mind reading, have been the subject of skepticism for scientists and rational thinkers for many years, and so far, rigorous scientific investigation has failed to provide concrete evidence for the existence of psychic powers. People who identify as empaths may genuinely believe they possess this extraordinary ability. However, it's essential to consider alternative explanations for their experiences. More often than not, individuals who identify as empaths may be projecting their own emotions and unresolved issues onto others. This process is known as projection, and it occurs when a person attributes their feelings, desires, and motivations to someone else. In this case, the people they claim to empathize with deeply. In addition to projection, individuals who believe themselves to be empaths might also be unconsciously triggered by certain emotions that they observe in others. Their past experiences or unresolved issues can make them hypersensitive to specific emotional cues, leading them to believe that they're experiencing the emotions of others on a profound level. In reality, what they're feeling are their own unresolved emotions that have been evoked by some external stimuli. In most cases, those who think they are empaths only tend to feel the negative emotions of others, not the positive emotions. While the term empath has gained popularity in modern culture, it remains a concept firmly rooted in science fiction rather than scientific reality. There's no concrete evidence to support the existence of individuals with this supernatural ability to feel the emotions of others to any degree. In fact, those who identify as empaths may be projecting their feelings onto others or being triggered by certain emotional stimuli due to unresolved emotional issues with themselves. And it's essential to approach such claims with critical thinking and skepticism. relying on empirical evidence and scientific research to separate fact from fiction. Recognizing and understanding our natural capacity for empathy is valuable for fostering genuine connections and compassion without resorting to unsupported claims of extraordinary abilities. And beyond that, as a therapist, even empathy, let alone being an empath, can often hinder the therapeutic process. The client is often looking to you for reassurance. Instead of sharing their feelings, you need to have the strongest state in the room so that they gravitate towards your state. By all means, have compassion, but be careful with empathy. Think about it like this. Imagine walking down a road and you see someone stuck in a big hole. If you have empathy, then you've got to jump in the hole with them so that you can feel how they feel. And now you're both stuck in a hole. Instead, if you have compassion, then you can stand on the edge of the hole, and from this point of view, you can see how to help them get out of their own hole. And that's the job of a therapist. Have the strongest state in the room, and they will gain assurance, and you'll give them hope and inspire them to change. So I know this video is going to be really controversial, and I'll probably get some backlash from it, but I want you to really consider what I'm saying here. The term empath comes from science fiction, not from fact.